welcome to episode 178 of Anime and Us. I'm TJ.
And I'm Shawn.
And this is the review show that reviews anime from A to Z, sort of.
Alright, guys, so TJ, did you spin or did you pick?
No, I just picked.
It's been a couple weeks. We had mishaps and stuff. I had a camping trip.
Yeah, it's been like 3 weeks. So
something like that.
So, actually, before you dive in, well, tell them what we're watching.
Zombieland Saga.
How long ago did you watch it?
I watched 2 episodes with you.
Uh-huh.
I watched half of the 3rd episode like a week ago. Couldn't do it. And I watched the 12th episode today.
The last episode?
Yep.
Okay. Guys, stop skipping out.
I'm not. I don't want to. It's when you pick these terrible, ungodly bad animes, I got other things to do with my life.
Gotta stop skipping these episodes and making me watch this by myself.
No, you picked it.
Yeah, but there was
all to yourself.
There was nothing else in there to pick.
Oh, you could have done anything.
Uh-huh. Anyway, so I watched this like 4 weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
So, anyway.
Zombieland Saga is an anime television series produced by Mappa, Avex Pictures, and Saga. Series aired in Japan in 2018, blah, blah, blah. The sequel came out in 21. A film project has been announced. A manga adaptation that loosely follows the events of the anime began serialization. So I guess the anime, let me check the dates. So the anime came out in 2018. The manga was 2018 to 21. So I guess the anime was released and they were like, oh, this is catching on. Let's make a manga. And then the second season, 21. And then more manga apparently in 21 to 22. Whatever. It's bad. I don't know why anyone would like it other than an 11-year-old girl.
What's the premise?
I was about to read off the premise. Never done that. So the premise is essentially, girls die. Is it like 100 years in the future? I can't remember how far in the future it is.
I think it's only a couple decades.
But it's far enough in the future where in Japan, idols kind of died off.
No.
Where they're not that big anymore. Yeah, that was kind of the premise of the first episode. That it's a revival of idols.
No, it's not that at all, because their idols are still around. It's just this one town. It's hard to become local idols or some garbage like that.
It's a revival of the local idol in the Saga region.
Yeah.
Whatever prefecture, I think they call it.
Yes.
The Saga is the name of the town or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so this guy, who's essentially Dr. Frankenstein.
Yeah, pretty much.
Takes these girls' dead bodies and reanimates them somehow.
We never do find out what his deal is in this, at least in this one.
He's loud, he screams a lot, and that makes it funny.
Yeah, that's the worst part of the anime is him, honestly.
There's a lot of bad parts, but that's like worse in your face because he's always screaming.
I actually didn't mind the anime too much. I watched the whole thing, though.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't like it.
Yeah, well, if you only watch the first
2.5 episodes on the last.
In the last episode. Don't get me wrong. It's hard to get into, but there's a couple good episodes in there that when they start revealing like how the girls died.
So that can be interesting. I can give that up, but like the overall point and direction.
Yeah, I know, the idols and stuff. It's
not even like the over-the-top fan service with tits in your face where it's like, oh, I got something like that.
That's true.
That's not happening. Like, obviously, they're drawn in a way where they're attractive girls, but there's no real fan service to speak of.
That's true. Yeah, when I came out of it, I didn't hate it, I guess. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
That's fine.
like they, the one idol, they tell you she died on stage because
that's funny.
She got struck on lightning on stage. I
can't imagine that's actually possible.
They were outside in the rain.
I understand that. I get that. But like with all the electricity and the equipment, like there's got to be other hot spots for lightning to touch down at.
Sure, but that doesn't mean it can't strike in that one spot either.
It kind of does, because when lightning strikes, it goes to those more charged areas. So if it's going to strike on stage, because that's just where it's going to strike, but the amps are 20 feet behind you because that's where amps are, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna divert and go there. But it doesn't matter. I don't think they were thinking that deeply.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Once they started diving into the characters' backstories and, how they died and who they are.
But that's episodic, ain't it? Like, one episode for this story, one episode for that.
Well, that's what this show is. It's episodic. They go from one gig to another doing things like in the first episode they did a rap or something thing, and then they did a country song, and they just kept doing different genres, and then they started becoming pop songs. I mean,
so the one thing I found, this is my only point of contention, really. I thought in the beginning that the whole progression was going to be that they were going to be zombie idols.
No.
They just wear makeup.
They just wear makeup, yeah.
I thought that was going to be like not like, like, hey, we're zombies, but like the world is like, oh, it's just makeup. But it's not.
It's not. And it's weird because when they go out as zombies, they are treated like zombies, essentially. So, like, if someone sees them on the street, they're like, oh shit, that's a zombie, or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like, so they have to pretend they're not zombies in order to do it. So it's like, it would be more interesting if they were doing this as zombies and, like, the world was, like, almost post-apocalyptic or something. But it is...
Even if it wasn't post-apocalyptic, but, like, that was their shtick. Like, like how Slipknot, they have masks.
Right.
Like, they could be like, we're idols, but we're zombies, and we're cute and hot, but we're dying.
That's true. Again, I don't even know why you're right.
It's so weird why they wouldn't use that to their advantage. Maybe it's a second season thing?
Maybe. I don't know. But, like, yeah, they could just brush off hey, we're zombies because we're wearing makeup.
Yeah. Yeah, like, why go through the hassle of putting makeup on? And
that makeup is really good because it doesn't come off.
Yeah, because, like, some of them have stitches and stuff.
Right.
And some of them are bandaged up, but apparently you can either put makeup over the bandage to where you can't see it, or you can take the bandage off and put makeup on it instead.
Yeah.
Really dumb.
And they don't even do this just, like, pop idol things throughout the thing. Throughout the show, they film a commercial. They do, like, there's an event thing they have to do throughout the thing.
Yeah, so, like, back to it. Like, this is a show for 11-year-old girls.
Oh, yeah,
and past that, there's no appeal to it to anyone.
Honestly, though, I don't really... Even 11-year-old girls, I don't think this show's for.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at it at, like, a third party, like, if I were to market this to someone, who would I market to? That's it. Because if I were to market it to boys, I'd have put at least some more fan service in there. I'm not saying, nudity, but, like, 10% more. Something like that.
I understand what you're saying there, but I think that's what the over-the-top loud guy was for. It's for the
boys?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, especially, like, younger boys.
Yeah. So I think that's what it was.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
So, like, maybe 8-year-old boys or something like that, because they don't really need fan service, but...
They would find that funny.
Yes. So...
And there's cute zombies.
Exactly. So, like I came out of it and not hating this show, but it's not a good show.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have any urge to watch further, if that makes further sense, because there is a season 2, I think.
Yeah, Zombieland Saga Revenge.
And
I don't know what they were avenging, really. The collapse of the stage at the last episode, or whatever happened there.
Maybe they find out that they're zombies and that, they're trying to kill them or something. I don't know. Maybe it takes a turn. Because I can't imagine the show just being this again, over and over again.
Well, maybe it's not the Saga state prefecture. Maybe it's the whole of Japan they have to conquer.
Well, they didn't even conquer the prefecture.
Well, you get what I'm saying.
I know, I'm just saying. I don't know. It's... Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
It's a pretty short episode, especially since I can't go back and forth with you on a lot of things.
Well, like I said, there's a few good emotional episodes, honestly, with, one of the girls actually running into her father, who's still alive, mourning her and stuff. Mm. So there's some good emotional stuff in it.
So did he recognize her?
It was long enough that he looks like her, and at first he was like thought it was her, but then he realized it can't be her because she died so long ago, and then so he's like still going to the idols because he just was reminded of her and stuff like that. So it's kind of sad too in the same respect. Mm. So there's good ideas and good emotional hits in this thing. It's just it's a shame that it's surrounded by all the garbage that these type of shows have, but it's
poor
like
writing mostly.
Yeah,
like we've watched shows somewhat similar to this that we wouldn't normally be interested in,
right?
But because the writing was great, the dialogue was great, it was good, and we liked it.
And this isn't that. And some of the writing is good in this. It's just it's
like a good idea for a plot.
Yes,
right? Yeah, like the lightning, like that's a good idea,
right?
But like, you f***ed it up.
Like the best way to the opposite of this problem was Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer is an amazing anime, but it's got those really bad moments in it, and I think this is the reverse of that, because there's really good moments somewhere in here, but the rest of it's just garbage.
Apparently, it's fairly popular, but
yeah, and I can see why, because there are moments in it. It's like, wow, that was an actually impressive moment in this show.
How do you get that far?
How do I get that far?
Well, you did, but like I'm talking about like a regular viewer.
But like we get this far because this is supposed to be what we do here, and you keep.
I'm not getting paid, okay? I got so much time in the day.
I know, but you keep crapping out on me. Like you haven't crapped out on me before, and now all of a sudden,
it's happened a couple times now.
It's like 2 in the last
3 times.
2 in the last 4 weeks or something like that.
Oh, it's been 3 weeks for this, so it hasn't been 2 in 4 weeks.
No, I mean 4 weeks as far as the shows goes, because you did it to me with Tokyo Revengers too.
Okay.
And it's not my fault. I just pick things that I don't know what they are. That's why we need to get back to the wheel.
That's fair. All right, I'm gonna give it 2, but that's an unfair number since I didn't watch all of them.
Yeah, I'd say it's actually about a 4, honestly.
That's fine.
But yeah, this is a short one because it took us a month to actually cover it, and Shawn didn't even watch the whole thing because he's a jerk. Anyway, so
that was it. That was the wheel.
That was the last of our
picks throughout the wheel.
The picks thing. We'll go back to the wheel next.
Next A.
Yeah, no numbers and symbols.
Oh. So
we got 2 weeks. Your pick, my pick, and then we'll get back to that.
And maybe a movie in between here and there. We'll see.
Movies just happen when they happen. Yeah.
So I'm picking Hajime no Ippo, which we already watched, but we're not going to talk about that. Plot summary. Ippo, a timid high schooler, is one day saved from being beaten up by Takamura, a boxer. So I guess the guy beat... What? Oh, he's saved by God damn, I'm retarded. Saved by beaten up by Takamura, a boxer. Enthralled by Takamura's skills, Ippo begins to learn boxing, soon finding love for the sport and a drive to challenge the boxing world. I read that and somehow I didn't read it. Yeah, I just saw Takamura and I was like, wait, Takamura didn't beat him up.
I know, I understood what you got.
I read this up to chapter 1,000, but I only watched a couple episodes back in the day.
Oh.
So I knew this would be good. Okay. You know what I mean? I know the plot, I know the different fights and stuff.
I gotcha.
But yeah, so I knew it would be okay. So 75 episodes in one season and then a movie. And there's way more episodes than that. There's a couple other seasons.
Yeah.
And a couple other movies.
So just to be clear, we did already watch it. We're going to go over it in the next episode. But, I watched 40 episodes over a month, and you watched
I finished 35.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to be covering next week.
All right. So next week, guys.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.